Hello there. This is Steve. You might remember me. I'm the bloke that used to put a podcast out every month without fail. Ha! And you might have also noticed that since February, we haven't had any. We've had lots of reshares and lots of social media activity, but no new episodes. And I'm really sorry, but this isn't a new episode either. I just wanted to put a quick message out to explain what's happening and to give you some reassurance. Firstly, don't worry, we're not stopping the podcast. You might remember, or you might not even know, I changed jobs last year. And at the moment, I have a huge commitment. And that means my days are longer, spend a lot more time in the car, and I've got less time in the evenings and at the weekends to write, record, and produce the podcast. Now, you might not realise, or might not even know, it takes on average, for each month, somewhere in the region of about the equivalent of 5 full-time days to produce each episode. And unfortunately, that time has been taken up on another project that I'm working on, which has really been sucking all that time up. Now, both of these things are good news for me, but it does limit the spare time that I've got to do the podcast. If you listened to episode 34 in February last year, we explained that sometimes you got to say no to stuff. Now, saying no to recording the podcast is not something I take lightly. In fact, saying no to recording a podcast where, in one episode, we told you to say no to things, is that podcastception? I don't know. Write in on a postcard. Anyway, my commitment to you is important, and also my commitment to working on things that pay the bills is also important. I really hope you enjoy our podcast, but it doesn't pay my bills. In fact, it costs me money to do. But I do it for love, and don't worry, this is not me asking you for money. You can send me money if you want to, but this is not me asking you for it. I do this podcast to create something that I can put out there that hopefully is great quality and, importantly, is useful to you. I don't make money with it. It's not for my career progression. It is literally a labour of love. And the fact that hopefully you get something from it is fantastic. I went a bit Sean Connery then. Fantastic. Is fantastic. And if I don't publish it, I do feel like I'm letting you down. So if you wanted to pay me to do it, that would add a dimension that might mean I might not decide to park it for a couple of months. But that is the current position. I'm going to park it for a few more weeks, and the plan is that by June, July, when things have calmed down, I'll be back in a position to start turning people's great ideas into episodes that help you. Now, in the meantime, you can do a number of things. The first thing is please stay subscribed, and that way the next episode will drop in automatically. You can continue to share stuff on social media, and while we're talking about social media, thank you ever so much for your love and your support on social media. Please don't stop doing that. You can go back and listen to the archive. Sometimes hearing something twice can be helpful. Sometimes hearing something twice can be helpful. I will soon be recharged and I will soon be back with a bang. After all, our mobile phones aren't much use to us if we don't recharge them, eh? Well, the same applies to your host. Now, don't take this as an excuse. Don't stop working at getting better each day. And soon, I'll be back with more ideas on how you can do that. Bye!